Today we're going to answer quite possibly one of the oldest and most important questions in the history of mankind. A question asked by philosophers and children alike, asked both 14 centuries ago and quite likely also 14 seconds ago. Why is the sky blue? Now I know what you're thinking. Why is the sky blue? Come on, you're really scraping the bottom of the content barrel with this one, common knowledge. But hear me out. When's the last time you've looked up at the sky and actually asked yourself, why are you blue? And why not any other color? Why not green, or purple, or maybe yellow? Well, sometimes the sky includes those colors, but we'll get to that. The color of that massive expanse that greets us every day we walk outside is something we take for granted. It's one of those things we think just is the way it is, and never really think to wonder why it is the way it is. Okay, let's get this over with right after you obliterate that like button for the YouTube algorithm. The reason for the sky having the appearance of being blue is because of three things: the light that the sun emits, the atmosphere that it passes through, and the capabilities of the eyes that perceive it. Let's start with the sun. The white light that comes from the sun is quite a bit more than just white light. It actually contains every color within the spectrum. That's why, when you split white light through a prism, it separates out into all the visible colors you see in a rainbow, which, surprise, rainbows are formed by water droplets acting like tiny prisms for the white light coming from the sun. And a similar concept applies for what color you see in the sky as the white light travels through the atmosphere on a typical day. Most of the light from the sun travels straight through the atmosphere. However, unlike raindrops making a rainbow which bend light, the blue and violet wavelengths are just the right size to hit molecules of gas in the atmosphere, and this causes them to scatter and become separated out from the rest of the light that's still grouped together, ultimately making it visible to our eyes. Sunsets amplify this by increasing the amount of atmosphere that the light has to travel through, since more of those wavelengths are scattered, and combine that with the dust and other particles lower on the horizon closer to the Earth's surface, and it begins to scatter and bring out the red and yellow spectrums. Now, you might think that's where it all ends. The sky is blue because the gas in the atmosphere is the right size to scatter the blue wavelengths, and that's what we see. Simple, done, filed away in the things I now know. But this wouldn't be a common knowledge video without some kind of strange theory to attach to it, so let's check that box real quick. You may have noticed that I mentioned that violet light is also scattered right along with the blues. So why is it that we don't see a purple sky hanging over us every day? The truth is, it very much is nearly just as purple as it is blue. However, the way that the cones in the human eyes work activates the part of our brain that tells us that the color is blue. And bam, look at the sky, you see blue. But that doesn't mean that the purple spectrum still isn't there. It's just our lack of ability to perceive it. Other species of animals absolutely see the sky differently than we do. An easy example of this is the difference between dichromatic and trichromatic vision. So, it would be entirely plausible that if life from somewhere else in the universe were to visit Earth and the cones in their eyes were just slightly different than the ones we have, Earth wouldn't at all be sunshine and blue skies, but it could quite possibly be purple to them. Thanks for stopping by Common Knowledge. We're a new channel, so you can help us out by hitting that subscribe button. And you can help drive the direction the channel takes by dropping questions you'd like to see answered in upcoming videos in the comments below. And like always, absolutely annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm.